Hello and welcome to the Student Newspaper Podcast. Today we have the guest Lydia Barnes with her article, It's Time to End Period Poverty for Good.
The much-needed new year has finally arrived, allowing us to move on from a dreadful 2020. We have come a long way from our situation in March, even if it doesn't feel that way at the moment, with a new vaccine being administered widely and free testing available across the country. But with all the steps we have made to improve public health, why are women and girls in the UK and around the world still suffering from period poverty? In November, Scotland became the first country in the world to offer free and universal access to menstrual products, supplying tampons and pads in public facilities. It was announced more recently that the UK government has finally abolished the 5% of value-added tax, VAT, on menstrual products, which was known as the Tampon Tax. The UK Finance Minister, Rishi Sunak, stated sanitary products are an essential, so it's right that we do not charge VAT. A statement which women have used for years to fight against the idea that feminine hygiene products are a luxury, not a necessity. The tampon tax faced its most crucial opposition when a Tesco in Wales came under fire in 2020 October after a woman discovered that the sanitary products aisle was blocked off due to being considered non-essential. In response to the criticism they faced, the supermarket tweeted out an explanation. We have been told by the Welsh Government not to sell these items for the duration of the firebreak lockdown. Many schools are trying to overcome this issue by providing the sanitary products for free. Our own college, Notre, now has boxes filled with these necessities in the girls' bathroom. Last year, on the day before we were forced into the March lockdown, my old secondary school gave every girl a note excusing us from our lessons for 10 minutes to provide each of us with a pack of pads or a box of tampons, depending on our preference, in case we weren't able to get hold of these products due to them not being considered as a necessity or if buyers hoarded supplies. The idea that period products are unessential and easily affordable for everyone is wrong. No girl or woman enjoys what their body forces them to go through every month. Channel 4 investigated the situation and found that 1 in 10 teenage girls at some point have been unable to afford sanitary products, and that 1 in 7 have had to borrow tampons or pads from their friend because they couldn't afford to buy their own. They also found that women aged 16 to 45 spend around £13 a month on sanitary pads, a further £8 on new underwear and £4.50 on pain relief, which on average costs £306 a year, and that's without all the extra snacks we crave. So how can we help? There are many ways that I have found whilst researching how to help prevent period poverty, but the one that stands out the most is to donate sanitary products to food banks or to charities, such as the Homeless Period, the Red Box Project and Freedom for Girls. There are also petitions set up currently that are asking Parliament to address the issue and take steps to end period poverty. As an example, this is Free Periods funded by Amica George, which advocated free period products for all children who receive free meals. Their petition gained so many signatures that as of January 22nd, 2020, every state-maintained school and college in England will be able to order free period products for their students. Change.org by Amica George titled Victory.
So you mention in the article an example of how the pandemic has affected period poverty in Wales. Overall, how significant has the COVID-19 pandemic been on period poverty?
It's had significant impact on a lot of people because, as I said, a lot of people couldn't afford the pads, so during lockdown they haven't been able to go to food banks and everything to get these products, and people don't generally think to give them anyways. But it's just, if some shops like the Tesco's in Wales didn't see them as a necessity, you weren't able to actually get them because they were cornered off from you.
If distribution through schools is one example of how to tackle period poverty for young people, how do you believe we should approach helping people older than school age, for example, handing out sanitary products at community centres?
Instead of in bathrooms where you generally have to pay, I think it's £2, I think they should be free, like we do at school where we have the boxes to provide for them, because a lot of people don't, especially now, don't carry change anymore because of COVID. So it's very unlikely that they have the money to buy one anyways. And giving to food banks and other places that like help people who can't afford everyday necessities would just help massively.
And the final question, is Notre Dame doing enough to help combat period poverty for students within the school? And if not, what else can the school do?
Yeah, I think they are. I think they've constantly have the boxes restocked and everything, so there's never a time that you go into a bathroom and find no sanitary products available. However, some people don't actually want to take them from the box, but I do believe you can go see teachers and ask for them privately. So I think college is doing great with it, to be honest.
Thank you very much for coming on. That was a brilliant article. See you in the next episode.